What you get is a little faster hand down at the bottom, a little more rep rate, a little more accuracy. So we're going to try that with this one. We're going to move back left of board. And we're going to try to hold our release a little longer. Oh boy, I whipped through that one. I really whipped through that one.
Welcome to Bowling Over 50, your YouTube channel for great bowling instruction. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get a notice for upcoming videos. Drop us a comment or question. We're excited to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the game.
Welcome back to Bowling Over 50. I'm Alan Berger. This channel was designed for bowlers over 50, but we're finding a lot of beginning bowlers coming to the channel to get instruction, to learn things, and some intermediate bowlers, people that have been bowling for a little while, updating their fundamentals and learning a few new things. Today we're going to first talk about a project that I started and that I've been doing for a few years, and now we're going to put it to video. Every September I do a boot camp, and mainly it's been for high school students. This year we've added middle school students as well as adults into boot camp, and boot camp is exactly what it sounds like. It is basic training for bowling. Basically getting the fundamentals down correctly. That way, once the fundamentals are down, you can start to improve and add to those fundamentals some of the other things that I teach. So we're going to go back to basics. We're going to go to basic training. We're going to go to boot camp. It's a 6-part series. It starts September 6th, 2026. So I encourage you to watch that 6-part series. A lot of the information is going to be very, very remedial, elementary, very basic. We're going to start from the very beginning, and then we're going to move on from there. So I encourage everybody to watch boot camp. Again, 6-part series starting September 6th. Today, this is a video that I've tried 2 or 3 times to shoot and been having trouble with it. Things have been coming up. I've not been doing things correctly. I kind of injured myself. And so we're going to try it again today because it is super important, and I think it's super important for me. It's a problem that I have. A month or 2 ago, I bowled in a PBA regional, and things were not going well. I was not throwing the ball right. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable with the oil pattern. I didn't feel comfortable with my body. Didn't feel comfortable on the part of the lane that I was playing. Even though I practiced on it, and during practice it looked fine, I started to get upset. I started to get nervous. I started to feel out of control. And I learned something about myself that I already knew, that when I feel out of control, I try to rein in the control. And I do that with my arm. And instead of releasing the ball, being committed to the shot and fully extending my arm to the foul line, I end up bending my elbow a little bit and trying to hold on to the ball a little bit longer and trying to control the ball and trying to put it in the spot that I want it. Instead of being fully committed and reaching out for my target, I try to place the ball on the lane where I want the ball to go. I've watched a lot of amateur bowlers in leagues and things like that who have a very similar problem, and they do it all the time. They always want to try to control the ball and control where the ball is going to land and where the ball is going to go, and so they don't fully commit and follow through correctly. So today we're going to be working on the follow through, being fully committed, and what that looks like and how to get to that point. So like I said before, we're going to work today on being fully committed to the shot and being a smooth, extended, committed release, making sure our follow through and our arm is all the way extended. And what does it look like for me when I do not do that? When I am trying to control the location of where I'm putting the ball. my elbow stays a little bent and I'm not fully committed to the shot. So this is kind of what that looks like. It's hard to replicate unless I'm in the situation, but what ends up happening to me, and that was a little overdone, is I don't follow through all the way. I don't be committed to the shot. When you're committed to the shot, you become a little more loose. You become actually more accurate by trying to hold onto the ball and just grip the heck out of the ball to try to place it where you want it to go. You end up becoming a lot less accurate. I'm going to shoot my little 3-pin here. I haven't shot any spares yet this morning, so we'll see how that goes. Got it, but just barely. The other thing I've got going on is recently I kind of hurt my hip, so I've been having trouble with left side spares and my slide and kind of everything, so I'm a little tight right now. Hopefully I'll get looser. So let's try that again. So when you're upset, when you're nervous, when you're trying to control things, you don't fully commit your arm to the shot, your elbow stays a little bent, and you grab a hold of the bowling ball. Did you get that? I don't throw a lot of messengers. When I do, I want them to connect. Same deal we've got going on here. We've got a 9-pin-ish. Here's a 9-pin-ish. We will try to throw it our 9-pin-ish. Not real sure where to stand on this one. Again, my hip is hurting a little bit. Hopefully I can make a good shot. Picked it up, but again, not convincingly. So in those first two shots, what I'm trying to show is a bent elbow at release, me holding on to the ball, trying to place the ball where I want the ball to go, instead of releasing the ball to where I want to go. Try it again. A lot of times when I do this, I actually hit up on the ball and have a lot more loft. You've seen me do that on the videos because I get nervous. That's not fully committed. It's got a lot of hook on it, which I think that's the pattern itself. I'm going to have to move a little left, especially once I get committed to my shot. One more time, I'm going to pick up a spare. Got a 610 up there. Let's make this a little more convincing. Well, I think I chopped it. Huh. I thought that one was better. So, for those of you who don't fully extend, the ones of you that get nervous and want to hold onto the ball and grip the heck out of the ball, the ones that are trying to place the ball in the location where you want the ball to go, the people that are trying to get the ball to do down the lane what they want the ball to do instead of letting the ball do its thing, this is for you. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to get committed to the shot. I'm going to get committed to my location, where I'm standing, what I'm looking at, and when I release the ball, I'm going to be fully extended and reaching towards my target. Now, I do have a little shoulder issue. So when I raise my arm to a certain point, and sometimes my shoulder gives out. So hopefully on the camera over here, we'll be able to see a fully extended, committed release at my target, even if I break free and maybe move my arm just a little bit when I follow through. You can't control the ball. The more you try to control the ball, the less accurate you are. Once you're committed, go through your process and release the ball towards your target and trust. Have some faith. Trust that the ball is going to do the right thing. Be committed. Well, oh, that was not committed. That was me being on camera, me being nervous about doing it correctly, me trying to show you how to do it correctly, and then completely doing it wrong. Let's see if we can pick up our spare. I shoot at this like I shoot at a 2-pin. I stand on the middle dot. I look at board 16, and again, my hip is giving me a little problems with shooting things to the left. I just got to forget about the hip pain and just focus and do this right. And I didn't. Still got it. That is 3 spares in a row that I've gotten. And 1 miss that I've got some things going on I'm going to have to work on. All right, let's do it better. Let's be committed. Let's throw this ball with a committed, fully extended arm. Get the release right and fully extend, get that ball out on the lane, and know that the ball is going to do what I want it to do. That's better. So here's the downside. Here's the problem with doing that, being committed. If you're normally one that likes to keep your elbow bent and try to control the ball, by extending and your release and getting that arm straight at the release, you're actually going to increase your ball speed. That's the sideline to it, the sidebar. The extra thing that you get is by committing and releasing and keeping that arm going from a bent elbow to a straight elbow, you're going to add some ball speed. So you got to prepare for that. You need to do these things in practice and not when you're bowling league. And obviously this is something I need to work on because I'm not doing it correctly. But I'm going to get there. I've only thrown a few shots this morning. That picked it up, but that is not what I am trying to do. I actually wanted to hit the 5-pin with that. All right, we haven't been able to get it done, so let's try it again. Relax, release, repeat. Get committed. That's better. Still pretty hard, still pretty firm. I may have to slow my feet down just a little bit. But hopefully I'll show you on this camera over here. My arm is in a much better spot. I am committed. I am releasing all the way down. I'm not trying to hold the ball. I'm not trying to grip the ball. I'm trying to be committed and let the ball do what it's supposed to do. And the ball did. I am just throwing it too fast or maybe too far left. All right, we have got to throw out our spares better. Same thing with your spares. Be committed. Much better. Much better, much better. Way to go, AB. All right, instead of slowing the ball down, I'm just going to move right. Just going to move a board right. Maybe keep my eyes the same. Here we go. That was better. Still too hard. Okay. We got to get that worked out. Same spare twice, and I even moved right. Perfect. Didn't spare it, but that was perfect. It's what I wanted to do. That's kind of the key point. All right, we're going to slow the ball down. So we're going to move up on the approach, hold the ball a little higher. Better. Still came in a little light, but all in all, a very committed, good release, good follow through. I'm pleased with that. I am pleased with that. So, to make this a habit, I've got to do this over and over and over again. I have to make good shots over and over and over again. I've got to feel what a good shot feels like. Well, that was a good shot. Just left a wrap 10. A little too much angle. Well, first 10 pin. Let's see what we got. I'm missing everything to the left just a little bit. So we're going to allow for that. That should get it. Good spare, Alan. Anytime you can get a 10 pin, that's a good spare. Okay, so last ball came up a little light, but also a little too much angle. We're going to go ahead and move another board to the right and keep it slow. I'm going to move my eyes a little right too. I'm looking at 8 right now. Well, that was 7.5. Good and committed. Good follow through. All the way down. My arm released the ball. Now in a video that we did, I don't know, probably about a month ago now, it was about waiting on the turn. So instead of turning the ball in your backswing and kind of getting a chicken wing thing going on, is hold the ball until the bowling ball reaches the ball of your foot, then turn the ball over. What you get is a little faster hand down at the bottom, a little more rev rate, a little more accuracy. So we're going to try that with this one. We're going to move back left a board. And we're going to try to hold our release a little longer. Oh, boy, I whipped through that one. I really whipped through that one. That felt strong. I was committed. Got my elbow straight at release. I was committed to the shot. I just let the ball go. Did the fundamentals right, the correct things right, and then I held off turning the ball until the very last second. Got my elbow straight, released the ball down on the lane with a very committed, very powerful shot. That was amazing. Felt good too. Now I am missing left. So I'm getting it in the oil just a little bit so the ball's going a little longer. Right now I am throwing the Black Widow 2.0. I don't throw this ball a whole lot. I do like this ball though, quite a little. One more time, let's see if we can't project the ball out just a little bit more. I'm missing left. We need to make sure that we don't miss left. That's better. Fell off my shot. That's 10 in the pit. Split the 8-9 with the ball. That really looked good. Very pleased with that. So hopefully you can tell the difference between me trying to guide the ball, gripping the ball, being super tight all over the place, instead of relaxing. Relax your hand, relax your body, get committed to the shot and releasing the ball towards your target. So this is what I'm trying to get across. Be committed to your shot. Follow through completely. Get your arms straight and follow through and be committed, reaching for your target. That is what you're aiming to do. Not grabbing a hold, being super tight, trying to control the ball and control everything about the shot. Get lined up right. Get your body right, get your timing right. All these things that we've been working on these videos, each of my videos builds on each other. So you've got to get all those things right, and then once you have got your fundamentals down correctly, then relax and throw the ball like you know how to throw it. Be committed to it and don't be scared. Don't short arm it. That's what that's called, not getting fully extended. And then you can pull it one way or the other and you're going to reduce your rev rate. So be committed to your shot. Get up here, get a good setup. Commitment is everything. Relaxation is something. And throwing a good shot is everything. So this is Bowling Over 50. Hope you like what we're doing here. Hope you like the instruction. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out a ton. Helps other bowlers find this channel to help get instruction and improve. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you improve. So I want you to get out there, make sure you go and practice these things. Don't do them in league. That never helps you. I want you to go out, bowl good, have fun, and great bowling.